saw Star Wars, and I'm not a movie expert, but I think it's safe to say it was the greatest film of all time.
Finally! Someone who understands!
Somewhere in the dusty aisle between Empire Strikes Back and the dollar bin lives a rebel alliance of movies so shameless they stole the Force and somehow made it fun.
No stranger than when Darth Vader was a meter maid.
Oh, come on, man. Cut me a break.
Tonight, we're lighting the hyperdrive on 7 cosmic copycats that turn plagiarism into pure cult pleasure.
Thy will be done, Lord Vader.
Remember when Star Wars broke the galaxy wide open in 1977? The success of the franchise inspired everything from loving satires like Spaceballs to paperback adventures like Hank Nebula. Today's mission? Spotlight the 7 craziest, coolest contenders you actually owe yourself to watch. Cut the chatter, prime the hyperdrive, let's crash in the number 7. Star Crash, 1978. Imagine a filmmaker swearing, hand on heart, that he dreamt up his space saga before George Lucas.
I've actually never seen Star Wars.
The only people in the universe who haven't seen Star Wars are the characters in Star Wars, and that's because they lived them.
That whopper is almost as entertaining as the movie itself. Star Crash catapults us into the rhinestone adventure of Stella Star, a leather bikini smuggler whose wardrobe would give Leia frostbite.
Oh, come on! But I'm bad! Hey, I can show you how bad I am, like...
The visual effects resemble Christmas ornaments drifting in someone's bathtub. Yet every dangling wire sparkles with infectious charm. Somewhere in the chaos, a pre-Baywatch David Hasselhoff spins a day-glow laser sword, while Christopher Plummer collects an easy paycheck as the Emperor before teleporting back to Shakespeare. If you've ever wondered what would happen if a glam rock music video crashed into a spaghetti western in space, this is your ticket. The shimmering slice of cinematic junk food is still dull, luscious after it's fallen face down on the carpet.
Admiral Akbar's snack bar is open for business.
Even providing enough action to leave hardened space cowboys like Hank Nebula entertained.
Look, man, I don't know what the you talking about, but I ain't no Star Wars geek. I ain't never watched the movie and never will.
Battle Beyond the Stars, 1980. Producer and legend Roger Corman wasn't content to steal Star Wars alone. He swiped the plot of the Magnificent Seven as well, creating a double-decker homage that practically is a masterclass in cinematic shoplifting.
That's not true! That's impossible!
Our young farm boy hero canvasses the galaxy for mercenaries to defend his planet, and among the hired guns is the most infamous spacecraft in B-movie history, a chrome torso complete with metallic...
Does your species have kissing?
Oh, yes. We have that.
The hallways of the ship were built out of repurposed McDonald's burger boxes by an ambitious 26-year-old named James Cameron, and the soaring score, courtesy of fellow up-and-comer James Horner, sounds so good, he reused chunks for Star Trek 3.
Force freaks and Trekkies never get along. We're sworn enemies.
Cheap, cheeky, and charming, the film doubled its modest budget and launched several careers along the way.
I sense a disturbance in the Force.
The Last Starfighter, 1984. Before esports scholarships were a thing, this movie asks, what if beating a high score actually recruited you for cosmic warfare? Alex Rogan, stuck in a trailer park, conquers an arcade cabinet and is whisked off to pilot real starfighters. Revolutionary CGI, 27 minutes of it, rendered painstakingly at 2 hours per frame, turns the screen into a wire-framed wonderland, while the film's optimistic heart keeps the tech from feeling cold. Dan O'Hurley's reptilian mentor, Greg, offers a pep talk every gamer secretly craves, and by the end you'll be ready to dust off your joystick and wait for aliens to call.
TIE fighters! Fireballs! Coming right at me!
Crawl, 1983. Some studio executives clearly said, give me Star Wars, but medieval. What followed was an audacious fusion of laser fantasy where a prince wields a 5-bladed boomerang that glows like a jewel-encrusted lightsaber.
I don't think so.
Fire mares gallop across the sky, leaving fiery contrails. Seers predict doom, and shape-shifting assassins lurk in swarms. It costs a fortune, bombs spectacularly, yet James Horner's thunderous score and sheer scale of the sets make this misfire feel mythic.
Back from the dead!
Spot a babyface Liam Neeson in the band of outlaws, and remember, even cult classics have humble beginnings. Hawk the Slayer, 1980. If you mashed up a Dungeons & Dragons module with 80s neon, you'd get Hawk's quest for vengeance. His evil brother, Vultan, played by Jack Palance, eyes glittering with malevolence, has murdered their father. And Hawk rallies an elf sharpshooter, a gentle giant, and a one-eyed dwarf for the rescue mission. The Forest of England double as alien realms. The special effects are rotoscoped in radioactive grain, and the synth soundtrack pulses like a basement rave.
Those are your Jedi robes.
What is this?
Oh, be careful with that.
It's bargain bin fantasy that laid the groundwork for every mismatched adventuring party to come. The Man Who Saved the World, 1982. Also known as Turkish Star Wars. Copyright law? Never heard of her. The director literally pasted Star Wars dogfights into his film, glued on some Soviet newsreel explosions, and underscored the whole thing with the stolen Raiders of the Lost Ark theme. Our Turkish heroes crash land on a desert planet, bench press foam boulders, and strap gold spray paint to their calves as power armor. The monsters resemble thrift store Halloween costumes, but the commitment is absolute. Watching this fever dream feels like discovering a partial universe where Lucasfilm lawyers fell asleep at the wheel, and it's glorious. Ice Pirates, 1984. In a water-starved future, a ragtag crew led by Robert Urich hijacks frozen cargo while cracking jokes raunchy enough to make Jabba blush.
Yeah, well, of course there is a lightsaber, but maybe it is coming from here.
Along the way, they battle space herpes, survive an android castration assembly line, and hurtle through a time warp that ages them decades between sword swipes, culminating in a miracle birth made for $9 million.
That amount of money doesn't even exist! I want a bajillion dollars!
And unashamed of its own absurdity, Ice Pirates predicts the tone that Guardians of the Galaxy would ride to box office billions, proving once again that parity plus heart equals profits. So brave explorer of the bargain bin, which renegade film will you queue up first?